loves me so, and this I know for sure. Yeah. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so let's make a vanity mirror. So as you guys know, I love doing makeup, and I always have a vanity in my get ready with me area. So when I moved to my new apartment, I knew I wanted to have another vanity, and I wanted to upgrade my lifestyle. So I've always seen this DIY vanity on YouTube, so I decided to do it myself. And I would like to say that it came out pretty darn good. So I made a couple mistakes on the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk you guys through everything. That way you can do the same thing without the mistakes, and maybe even better. So let's go through the materials and everything that you will need. I will leave in the description box down below a link to everything. I got all of my items from Home Depot, but a few of the things are a little bit different because I did get this frameless mirror, but as you can see, I got the 24-inch by 30-inch. Ended up breaking it before I put it on, so when I went back to the store, I went and got the next size up, which was 30 by 36 inches. For the vanity lights, which I think is the most important part, I got this bath bar that had chrome finish. I got two that were 24 inches, and then I got one that was 36 inches. That way it would fit at the top. The light bulbs are also very important. You want to make sure they are the correct wattage because you don't want to blow up your entire vanity. You also want it to be daylight. So I got these dimmable 3-pack of EcoSmart light bulbs, and I believe I got 4 boxes of them. It was either 4 or 5 boxes. Next, you need 2 extension cords. Mine were 12 feet. You don't need to get them that long because you are going to cut them up and it's kind of harder to tuck them in, but just get 2 of them. Last but not least, I got this keychain wireless remote control. Basically, once everything is coming out of one extension cord, I plug it in here and then I can press the button to turn the lights on and off. I wanted a dimmer, but I couldn't find one, and I thought I was going to need this, but I didn't because I got everything to wire from one cord, and I'll show you how I did that right now. This is just a video clip of the long bar. This is the extra one that I ended up getting. It's going to be at the top and it has 6 lights. So now let's go ahead and get started. When you unpackage the lights, they look like this. They're really, really pretty. You can find a couple different variations of them. I didn't realize how it would look with those extra like rounded edges, but ended up looking good at the end. So it's up to you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one of your extension cords, cut off where the plug is, and then cut it in half. Start ripping it apart by pulling with your fingers. That way the wire is basically split into like a Y, like the letter Y. And then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to kind of cut small indents in the wires each side of the Y in order to rip off a top of the wire, and that will have the exposed wire shown. I hope this is making sense. I know this is really, really hard to explain. I'm just trying to help you out, sister girl, but you can kind of watch what I'm doing. It's like you take the scissors and then you will create a little indent until you can just slide it off, and then you'll be left with the wire. Now, the way that I'm going to show you guys the wiring is a little bit different than what I ended up doing because I ended up connecting it all as one, but this is just a small tutorial. So we're going to go rigid side of the wire to black, smooth side to white. And that doesn't make any sense to you right now, but if you ever try this, you will see that the extension cord, once you ripped it in two, the different sides have different textures on them. So one texture has a little bit have a few ridges on them and then the other side is smooth. So you're going to screw the black to the rigid side and you're going to screw the white to the smooth side, and then you're going to take these little I don't know what those things are called, and you're going to put that on top and screw it on. And yeah, that's basically how you're going to do the electricity part of the entire mirror. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, what? Brelynn, that's it? All I have to do is, cut a couple wires and, twist them up 1 or 2, 3 times and I get a nice wire. Honestly, that's what you guys could have done and it would have worked. However, what ended up happening for me is that my maintenance man of my building ended up coming in to fix some things, and he taught me how to wire it so it could all be one long cord, which I'm going to show you guys today. That way it's just a little bit more seamless. It's more of a seamless line, and instead of having 3 different extension cords, you really just have one. So you're going to take that same technique, but instead of connecting one extension cord to one light fixture, you're going to connect one extension cord to one light fixture, then one light fixture to another light fixture, then one light fixture to another light fixture. Okay, so it may sound a little bit confusing, but you start off with the left side, and the same technique, you're going to take one extension cord that has ridges on it, the other extension cord that has ridges on it, and the black cord, twist them up and put them together, and then do the same for the smooth cords and the white cord, and then twist them together. Then when you move to the middle, you're going to have cords from the left side and cords from the right side. The same thing, you group them together and then twist them up. And then on the right cord, once again, it's simple. You take the cords from the middle and the cords from the right side and twist them together. So the hardest one for me was the one on my left side, because that's where you were connecting the extension cord to the light fixture. But it's really simple. All you have to do is separate the cords and make sure the ridges are connected with the black and the smooth is connected with the white. Now, my next mistake that I made is that you want to make sure that your wires are feeding inside of the light fixture. That way, once you screw here we go, you're going to screw off the, I don't know what those are called, but the things that hold the lights. That way you can take it out and then feed in the extension cords to go towards the inside. From there, again, you're going to do the same thing that I've been explaining. Split it in half, expose the wires, all the ridges to black, all the smooth to white, twist it up, and you're going to be good to go. But then all of the wires will be on the inside, and then they can lay flat, and you won't be able to see the wires once the entire fixture is completed. So I don't know if that makes sense. I think that when you do it, it makes more sense, but I tried to get as much footage as I could for you guys, but I was obviously learning as I was going. So hopefully you watching is kind of helping you. You can see here I'm doing one of the ridges and the black cord together. Again, I don't know what that orange cap is called, but I put those on everything. Also, if you have electrical tape, use that. I didn't have it, so I didn't use it. I haven't blown up yet, but don't take my advice. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? And then here I am doing the smooth side. So all you do, y'all, is twist and cap. Cut, twist, cap. Cut, twist, cap. And yes, like I said, you can see here that you can feed it through. And then once you close it, once I'm able to feed it all the way through, it's just gonna lay flat. Another thing that I didn't realize until my good friend Jody told me was whatever the screen thing is, I forgot what he called it, but basically you need to connect one of the loose wires around this green thing. You see this loose wire right here? You need to connect that around the green thing and then screw it to where it'll stay closed. You have to do that in each light fixture. I forgot what he said it was. It's something like the zeroer or the balancer or something like that, but to make sure that you don't blow up. So make sure you don't forget this step. It's very simple. You just take your screwdriver, unscrew it a little bit, that way there's some space underneath, and then you take that one random wire, wrap it around. After that, you're basically done. All you want to do is pull the extension cords through the inside of the fixture before you screw the light cap things back on. You want to pull it through as far as possible, that way it lays as flat as possible. And then when you're done, you can just see how you won't see any cords. I do have to pull the cords through a little bit more. I just left some space because I didn't know how the measurements were going to work. So the last and final steps are to screw the lights and the mirror on the wall. I used screws because obviously Jody is my maintenance man and he said he would do it for me, and I can't get fined if he did it, right? So I ended up putting screws in the wall and it feels very secure, so I love that about it. And I hope you guys love this mirror and you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Again, I'm sorry I can't tell you exactly how to put it on the wall, but I thought it would still be a good tutorial because the wiring looks definitely very different than anything else I've ever seen. So if you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure.